Okay, we will now show you how to do the DWFx and hopefully also how to do the what's it called, the e-transmit, hopefully in one recording. So here we go. We'll be nimble. All right, so okay, here we go. Let me change this. All right, so what we're going to do is print this thing. Let me just erase some of this stuff we put in there a bit earlier. Okay, here we go. Oh, also how to update the Xref. All right, we'll do that as well. So let's change this view for a minute. Conceptual. All right, so let's do the updating of the Xref first. So suppose I want to update this thing here. Something's changed. I want to maybe do something to the concrete or something like that. I can't change it here because this is an external reference. So how do I fix it up? All right, what I want to do is go into my slab. Okay, so I've got to open up my slab drawing. Now I can open it straight from here. I don't have to know where it lives. All right. So open Xref, right click. That's one way. Or you can have, I'm pretty sure you can do it from here. Open Xref from here. All right. Or if you have that Xref palette up, you can open it from there as well. So click here, open reference, and there's my drawing, which is the one I brought in. Okay, suppose I want to do some changes. We did talk about the other day how you could move perhaps something that's been put in here. So we might show you how to do that now as well. Let me just get rid of one of these. So I might get rid of this one. Sorry. Yeah, well, I can't do it. No, it's just closing it, sorry. Where are we? View, one viewport. All right, here we go. Suppose I want to move this set down. How do I do it? Control key. All right, but you have to click in a blank area, say up here. All right, so get that much. This is a bit difficult because here we go. Hopefully we didn't get. Hopefully we got everything relating to this set down here. I'm not sure that I have, but we'll soon find out. Once I highlight it like that, as I said, I'm pressing the control key and clicking in the blank area and holding and dragging and highlighting it like that. If I go to move now, if I press move, let's see what we get. Give it a base point. That should be moving. It looks like we didn't get one little bit of something like the bottom of one bit, so that's why it's not moving. But for the purpose of the exercise, I'll just do that and see what I get. So I moved it along a little bit. Now suppose you want to do some changes to this as well. Let me just change this to conceptual for a minute. No, the other one with the, come on. You can do this one. All right, let's turn off this grid. All right. Suppose I want to change this as well. So control key, how can I change this? Okay, let's, normally you can. Let me just put on this one here. Let's see what we can do here. All right, let me do that. Because it's all, there you go. Because this is, don't forget, being bound, and that's what I've forgotten. It's been, sorry, not bound, but it's been unified. I really need to use the control key. So I could, for example, do that. And I might want to drag this along, and it does something like that. It's a bit weird, but anyway. We've got a little cantilever veranda on the side there, okay, carport or whatever. All right, so once you're happy with your modifications to this drawing, and mine are very basic, then you can save this drawing, okay? All right, so let's save it. I don't even have to close it. Note, I opened this drawing within the other drawing, okay? So I've got that other drawing open still. If I control tab, I can go back to the other drawing. Here it is. All right. Notice that this thing came up. External reference file has been changed. All right. Reload that name. Yes, that's the one I've just modified. Once I click reload, it should be updated. So that should have moved probably that way, and we should have a extension of the slab. All right. Oh, that's beautiful. Reload final copy, drawing copy cannot be found. Really? Never seen that before. All right, let's go to Xref. All right. If you watched last year's demo, it worked. Okay, didn't work this year. All right, let's go back here. Let me just close it for a minute. I generally don't open the drawing through there, but I don't think that was a problem. I generally go file open and get it. Now it says you can't find it. There may be a reason why you can't find it, and it's great. Well, we'll sort it out. It might be something to do with the way I brought it in. But let me just go back here and tell it where it is again. Okay. Well, we found it, but it's got no. Pretty sure. Oh, yeah, it's a copy. Yeah. Which one did I bring in? Well, it is the. If I list this here, well, this here is external reference. It's called slab 10, but it doesn't mean it's that one. Sorry about that. Let's have a look. It's looking in. I can't see where it's looking in exactly. It's a long way. Oh, it is slab. Oh, it's not the one I want. If I click over here, I'm sure. Oh, it's a copy. Yeah. Sorry. Which one did I bring in? Yeah, I'm looking for the copy. Where's the copy gone? It disappeared. Once I saved it, it disappeared. Sorry. Let's go back here, find it, and see what happened. Cancel that. And make this a bit smaller. And go here and see where this thing is. Close that for a minute. No, this is not the one we did. Okay. And no, it's turned off. It's not there. So let's see where it's gone. Here it is. That's the one. Okay. So we've got File, Save As, and it's sitting in. Oh, sorry. It's gone to a different server. Yeah, you're right. So we've got to look for it in my documents. So it's off this computer. So I didn't realize it came from there. So let's go back to here and go Xref. Now we can. I'm not sure why I didn't find it. But let's go and have a look. So you can point to it. It's not a bad exercise to work out where it is. So I was looking at the S drive. In fact, it's actually in my C drive here, and it's under my documents, and it's sitting under this particular folder in here, under there. So it's just me not taking note where I'm saving stuff, and under AutoCAD, and that should be it. Theory has it. Yes. Oh, amazing. We got there. All right. So that's how you actually go and point and find stuff if need be, as it was then. And this thing has moved over. Sorry?
It's like a houseboat.
It is a houseboat, yeah, basically, yeah. Well, so if you want to design a houseboat, that's how you do it. All right, so that's how you can make changes and then update them, and hopefully they'll work for you. For me, I stuffed up my S drives, and therefore it, because I did say no path, and you're not allowed to have, like say, C drives mixed up with S drives. So it's not a bad little demonstration of how not to do it. Okay, all right. So that's that, and how to rectify it afterwards, I suppose. All right. So that's that one there. Now, how do we print this to DWF? Is that what we want to do next? And then how to do e-transmit. Okay, DWF. There's a couple of ways of doing DWF. And because I do mention in my notes, I think export to DWF, immediately people go here and they go export. And you can do that as well. You can do it to DWFx here, except you get less control as to what you're actually printing there. So the idea is to do it, set it out how you want it. So I'm going to say it looks like that. And I usually go through the plot or print, same thing. Now, there's no plot to DWFx here. Even if we go further down, I don't think there is. All right, so what you want to do is go up, just click plot. All right, you find under here that there is something called DWFx, and this is the older version, but this one here is compatible with the XPS viewer, so you can actually view it in that as well if you haven't got a DWFx viewer. So if I click this here, all right, it's an inbuilt printer. I can set my page size, so I'm getting a few more controls. I can say what I want to print. I can actually go window and say, well, I want to print maybe just a part of it or maybe the whole thing, but I can go tight in there. And notice I did miss a little bit off that, but that's fine. In fact, I'll do it again, window, and I'll make sure I miss a lot more, just so when we print it, we can see that it's actually done that. All right. Now I can play around with the orientation of this. I can make it fit to, well, with this fit, or I can make it to scale, depending what it is. And I can center it. There you go. So now I can preview this thing. I can even give it like a line, plot style. If I leave it to none, it means it'll come out as you see it on the screen, or I can make it grayscale if I want. I can assign a grayscale to it. I will leave it to none, which means it will come out as we see it. We can apply this now, so it can be remembered in case we sort of cancel out of this. All right, this is another good thing. Save changes to layout to always have there, which means if I didn't press apply to layout, if I pressed OK to print it, it would have remembered it. Otherwise, it wouldn't have remembered it if that tick wasn't there. And I have to go through the whole thing again and reset it up next time I want to do it. If it didn't work, I have to go through the whole thing again. Okay, there you go. So I did cut that bit off, which is what I wanted. And if I like that, I just hit print or right click and plot. Or if I can exit here back to this and do some further adjustments, maybe my window wasn't right, I want to get a little bit more of that in there, so I just do that next time. I preview this time, yeah, that's good. And I can just print it. When I print it, it'll ask me where to put it, and I'm just putting it in here for now, and I'll just save that. All right, I think it'll pop up or not. Okay, if it doesn't come up, you can go to your Explorer, go to your documents, wherever you saved it, and you can hopefully find it. There it is. And double click on it. It opens up with the Autodesk Design Review if you've got it on there. If not, it should come up with the XPS, I reckon. So that's it there. And we'll talk about that another time, this thing here, the marking up process in this particular software. Let's close that. I'm not sure whether you can open with anything else. Yeah, XPS Viewer, there you go. You can open it up with XPS Viewer as well. So that's why it's compatible with it. All right, there you go. So that's that. Any questions on that one for now? All right, it tells me that's been done. All right, now we can e-transmit this thing, unless we've got no time, which you probably haven't. So we'll leave this here, and we'll do a third one and final recording for the e-transmit. All right.